What up, everybody? Happy Red Friday. So we're on the job. We got some concrete on the way. We got 10 yards, so we'll have 2 trucks coming here today, and we're doing some Iowa glacial exposed aggregate on the sidewalk. So real quick, I was in the truck talking to my sister on the phone, and J-Dub walks up and hands me this bad boy. So I don't know if you guys know much about Cutco, but we love the Cutco brand. We like Cutco Mike, but this bad boy here is like a really badass knife. It's the K-bar. Rick Thomas concrete on that bad boy. And I learned that K-bar actually stands for kill the bear. I think, I can't remember the knife company. 2 of these guys, you know, got together and was making knives, and the one guy split off and started making these Cutcos. But I believe the story was they were hunting and something happened with the gun, and they ended up, he used his knife to save himself from this bear. So they named this the K-bar, which stands for kill the bear. So I really appreciate that, J-Dub. Thank you very much. So all right, let's go see what these guys are up to, and we should have a cab rolling up here in just a couple minutes. Morning, fellas.
Good morning.
JT, David, Ricky,
Good morning.
Roberto, J-Dub in the trailer.
Yep, morning.
Check out a couple of our sponsors here. Shout out. You got that thing going, David?
Yeah, I kind of had the Frankenstein.
What are you putting in there? Day one?
I just jumped diesel fuel. I put some water in it. I'm going to check it and make sure.
So it looks like we wanted concrete here at 6:30, but apparently the rock that we're using takes an extra 40 minutes to get into the plant. So now we wait.
Yes.
Dude, I'll tell you what, my back is totally jacked.
Is it?
I can't even fucking bend over today. I mean, strictly cameraman stuff today.
On it.
So, sorry.
No.
I can probably power wash later, but that's going to be about it. So, we're going to go and get these tools out over here and wait for concrete to get here. All right, we're just hurrying up and waiting for concrete. Ricky's down here spraying our base down. It's pretty cool out right now. It's not too bad at the moment, but it's going to be 95 again today. Heat index is up over 100, so we're going to get this guy poured out, and then we'll spray it off today, and then tomorrow JT and I are going to go ahead and come in and acid wash this bad boy and go ahead and get some cure and seal on it. So that's the plan. What do you say, JT?
Another day. It's gonna be a warm one again.
It is. You gonna be able to handle it, Rob?
I haven't started sweating yet. We'll see. It's coming.
That's not good.
I know. I'm gonna do my best.
You gonna see Ralph again around lunchtime?
No. Maybe. Who knows?
I was just over here at the neighbor's house in the backyard. I don't know what's going on with that pool, but that thing's got some water coming out from underneath it. So hopefully, I don't know where it's coming from. Definitely, I don't think it could be anything we done. I mean, we weren't even by any plumbing or anything for the pool. So we're going to get this dumped out. We'll go over there and get that pipe in. And then I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what happens over the weekend. Hopefully it dries out. Alrighty, cabs here. They ended up squeezing 10 yards on this bad boy. So Ricky's getting our buggy sprayed out, and then we'll go ahead and get this sucker dumped out. First buggy down. J-Dub on the board. That's a lot of guys for a sidewalk. It is a lot of sidewalk. Yeah, it is.
On a warm day that should have been poured 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe that concrete was 2 hours late. Again, don't be busting my balls on this video because I ain't doing nothing. Can't even move. My back is so messed up. So lucky for me, these guys can carry my weight, even though they do everything anyways. Well, J-Dub's going to town. One thing I can do is I can still at least bull float and use this old walking edger here, so I'll still be able to help somewhat instead of feeling completely useless. And in this case, I don't think we're going to use any finishing aids or anything at all like that. With it being exposed, you know, we're blowing the whole top off anyways, so I'm not really worried about any special treatment with that surface, because we'll be washing it off. Now, whenever we go to finish, if this stuff is getting sticky on us, then we may go ahead and spray a little something on there just to help, maybe a little aqua film. I mean, in this case, you could really use water, being that it's exposed. So before I start edging, I'm just gonna try to get these sides to close up just a little bit better. You want to be careful too using this walking edger, because it's kind of heavy, and with exposed aggregate, if you leave too much of a edger mark in there, you know, you'll see it in the aggregate whenever you wash it off, if you don't float it out good. So you just want to be careful not to put a super deep groove, you know, and edge too soon, because you'll end up seeing that tool mark after you expose it. So keep that in mind. And even though sidewalks seem easy, you got to watch it on sidewalks, because there's so much edging and so much grooving. You'll think, oh, this is going to be easy, and then you get going and you're like, holy crap, we're losing it, because there's so much work that's got to be done on grooving and edging, and it just takes a lot of time. So you got to be careful not to bite off more than you can chew, which with these guys here, everybody can finish, so we'll have this with no problem. But I've definitely been in situations with sidewalks where I almost bit off more than I could chew. And with exposed too, like right now, you wipe that out of there, but you got to be careful, because sometimes you only get it out of the cream and the rocks will still have that little line. So you always want to work those lines in pretty good to make sure that they're going to disappear. Because if you've done a lot of exposed, especially if you've done exposed at night, anytime you do exposed aggregate at nighttime, which somehow every winter I always end up spraying off exposed into the wee hours of the night, and if you're using lights, you can really see every single freaking tool mark that you've put in there. So well, this pour actually went pretty freaking good. I mean, it's 9:14, so I mean, that's pretty good timing, I think. You guys didn't skip a beat. The big rock? Probably charged extra for that too.
Yeah. Larry threw that in.
So where are you going again, J-Dub?
Panama City Beach.
Panama City Beach. Now I'm pretty sure if you just go to Panama City, it's a dump.
Yeah, that's what you said.
You got to make sure anywhere you go in Florida ends with beach.
Beach, that's what I told him.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, we can go to Florida, but it has to end in beach. I've been told that by a professional.
You go to Pensacola, it's like you're on the east side.
Yeah.
You go to Pensacola Beach, you're on the beach.
Nice. Yeah, that's where we're going. Beach time.
I've been to Pensacola, been to Panama, been to Miramar, and there was another one. I love that McGuire's. Drive to McGuire's and eat there.
We wanted to go to, man, we went to this place in Cocoa Beach right there on the Banana River or whatever. And
Beach, that's where we went.
It's called Florida Seafood Company. Best seafood I've ever had, and they had like, there was guys in there eating, and they're like, yeah, we just fly here from New Jersey to come down and eat dinner. And I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I saved up all year to come eat this, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It must be nice.
Right.
I don't normally say that, but
If you can just fly down there for some dinner. I mean,
yeah.
Come on now.
yeah.
The
Me, I'm
helipad
getting
cleared.
paid a lot, you know what I mean?
Right.
All these Hannibal, Missouri. If you really want to get away from it all.
David, why don't you go down there and check that stuff where we started and make sure we're good. Okay, good, thank you. JT, drop back and let's start laying grooves out. So just start right here at this groove and lay 4s out, and we'll figure it out up there at the other end at the driveway. But that stuff in the sun's probably not going to be a whole lot longer. You know, there's been a lot of, well, it's been the topic of a lot of conversations on the internet, and I just seen old AJ Rodriguez talking the other day about, you know, before you could drag all this off and bull float it, and then you almost had to wait to edge it. Even on a morning like now, it's warm out today, but the majority of this is in the shade, but that stuff over there is in the sun. And Dave just went and tested it, and we need to get grooves in it already. So, you know, 45 minutes this concrete's been on the ground. Not even 45 minutes it's been on the ground, and you just already got to jump on it and start going to work. Like, you gotta go. And I mean, that's fine, we can get it, but concrete just isn't fun anymore. Is it, J-Dub?
Not like it used to be.
No, it's not at all. I mean, it's so hard to get really high quality stuff without doing little bitty pours. So I don't know, it sure would be cool if they went back to the old cement one of these days, but I know that ain't gonna happen. Here's another example right here. This groover's been sitting here for maybe 10 minutes, and this concrete dries on there literally like it's got calcium in it, and you got to scrape it off. So madness. I wish these guys that were selling this concrete would have to come out here and try to finish this shit, because they'd be like, oh, now I see what you're talking about. Holy bejeezers, this shit's already getting hard, Rob. 45 minutes though, I mean, that's I mean, the ride shouldn't really make that big of a difference. It's about 30 or 40 minutes, but shit, we supposed to only do jobs 5 minutes from the plant? I'm just gonna run through here for these guys with this pole groover, try to help them out a little bit. You still all right?
Yes, sir.
Good, but no time for rest at all. Not that we need to rest, but hey, it's pretty nice sometimes. Looking perfect up there by the driveway, David?
Yeah. Ready for whatever.
Why don't, we already got our stuff in there, don't we?
Yes. And it's been closed, the lid's closed. I think it's right around there in the back.
Yeah, I see. I just seen it. The last time we used this aggregate was a nightmare of a job. I'm not even going to get into the details on it, but I will say that this same, well, we didn't actually use this exact aggregate. We started off using this, and we were matching it to the guy's existing stuff. And then when the truck got there, you know, he wanted to see the rock, and I showed him, and he's like, oh, I don't want that, it's too small. And I was like, well, this is the rock that we talked about matching up to your other stuff. And he threw a big old fit, and I sent 2 trucks back that was literally like $5,000 worth of concrete, and it was not a good deal. It made me out to be a huge asshole, which I was, because I was pissed. But then to top it all off, the whole entire job, like, completely, hey, don't forget when you get to this groove, but the whole job rusted, and I'm talking like not a little bit, like the whole job turned rusty brown, the whole surface. Like we acid washed it and we sealed it, and literally within a week it rained a few times, and the guy called me, and I went over there, and I'd never seen anything like it. The whole entire job literally was rusty brown, like every square inch of it. So we had to re-acid wash, and we had to go through and drill out a ton of little spots, and it was just like the sand and everything that was in there was just a mess. It was horrible. So we told this homeowner about it, and she said, that's okay. I know you guys have seen this one before too. I got Rob jabbing his mag down in this groove, because where these two connect here, you know, they for some reason they love cracking at a 45 right here. So if we dig down in this joint here and we separate that rock, it's kind of separating the two, so it's really forcing that crack down in there. Here you go, Rob.
Yes, sir.
And we want to try to close that back up real good so we don't see that line in there. I was originally going to do a few little border grooves in here, but when I talked to the homeowner, I don't think that they were super enthused about that. I was just going to do like every few slabs and then do a little border, but that was just a little idea. They didn't seem too happy or too enthused. So with the way that this stuff is setting up so quick, you know, I'm glad anyways, because it's just more grooves. But they're moving along pretty good. They've already got, you know, 3/4 of that first sidewalk laid down. As soon as I get caught up to JT, I'm going to go over there and grab that control set and start spraying everything. So I'd imagine that I should be ready to start power washing this thing off probably in about an hour, maybe 2 hours tops.
Bye!
Yeah, he said bye.
Oh, he didn't say bye to me.
No, he didn't
so
say
I
bye.
hope you see this, Larry. You better start saying goodbye to me.
See, look what this concrete does to guys. Look at oh, he's just joking.
Just joking.
Oh, I wasn't even live the whole time. I wasn't. I forgot to hit play. Yeah, so now I'll do it again. All right, we got this control set ready this morning while we were waiting for the concrete to get here, and I'm not even gonna wait to spray it on there. I'm just gonna go to town and put a good coating on there, because I mean, I almost bet you I'm gonna be spraying this off sooner than I've ever sprayed anything off. But it does look really good. Everything looks beautiful. This is actually one of my, Old Monroe was actually my favorite exposed mix, but this glacial stuff looks really nice too. And this is the Iowa Glacial 3/8, so it's the smaller rock. So I like the small stuff. I think it's way more consistent than using a bigger rock. Try to get down in these grooves.
Like a meet and greet or something. He's like, what you guys put your body through? He was like just in tears crying. Yeah, I'm okay with Santa, but what about this wrestling thing?
Yeah. Well, you know, it's crazy because I like, you know how so many wrestlers died.
Yeah.
You know, like all those guys are gone. It's just proof that that was real.
That thing with
The
Andre the
cocaine
Giant
was real.
and
That
Arnold
was
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
Well,
what do you think
Arnold
got Macho
goes,
Man
"I'll pay
Randy
it."
Savage?
He goes, no, I got it. And Arnold was telling the story. He goes, I got it. He goes, you come to my restaurant, I did it. He goes, he picked me up and set me on this thing and then just walked over and paid. Arnold said he picked me up and just set me down.
That's funny. You know, I seen a thing with the Honda 70s, and Andre the Giant had a Honda 70
I've seen
that he used to ride around.
What did the Fat Boys? The Fat Boys were on.
The Nasty Boys?
No, the Fat Boys. It was a rap group.
Oh, you remember the Nasty Boys?
I watched wrestling too. Their
Boys.
their album or whatever is those two.
Bushwhackers. What about the Bushwhackers?
I don't know. Oh, yeah. I know which one you're talking about now, yeah.
Sideways and shit.
Yeah, and they'd always rub your head in their armpit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake the Snake. Yeah, the Bushwhackers. And then, Foley. Mankind.
Yeah, Mankind, Foley. What was some of his other names?
And yeah, I know. And then,
Had a few.
remember whenever, what was his name? Bret Hart? Is he the one that fell off the thing?
Oh, that was Owen Hart.
Oh, it was his brother?
Bret Hart. If he's still alive, he's in bad shape.
Well, I just seen,
Lex Luger
yeah, so one of them also just died. Was it him?
might have been.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he was.
Or maybe he's the one that, like, you can't even recognize him. He's like really skinny and stuff now.
Recognize him, and he's like crippled.
Yeah, it's craziness.
Oh yeah.
Did any?
Nature Boy.
Yeah. Did anybody see the AI picture somebody made, and it's like a little kid standing there holding the Hulk Hogan doll, and Hulk Hogan is like walking off into the sunset?
No.
Dude, it's pretty heavy. Watch.
I've seen some cool ones though, like of Andre the Giant and Rowdy Piper. And
Like all standing up in heaven.
in the cage.
Yeah. All welcoming him. Yeah, that's pretty cool. He didn't even get to see it wash it. Yeah, the customer came out and said she loved it before we even started exposing it, so you know that's good. But Ricky and I are just starting to clean this thing. I went to the hardware store and got some PVC pipe and stuff for the job next door, but this stuff is looking beautiful. It's about 11:30 right now, so you know, that's 3 hours after we dumped this out. 3 hours after the truck showed up, we're already exposing this stuff. So kind of nice to get it done early, so especially on a Friday. So we'll go ahead and spray this stuff off, and we'll see you guys, you know, as soon as I get done, we'll go over there and see what we got going on. Go ahead and shut it off, and we'll have to get another hose. Wow, the old power washer hose just... I got a battery charging in there. Freaking hose just blew. But that's why we brought extras. I just bought a brand new DeWalt power washer. A buddy of mine passed away. It's actually like a buddy of my dad's and my uncle's and them. And we did his driveway too. But he ended up passing away on us, and his sister was having an estate sale, and I ended up buying this new power washer, and the thing wasn't even any good. Yeah, that was crazy.
I kind of pulled on it right when that happened.
Well, it happened as soon as I pulled the trigger on the... As soon as I pulled the trigger, it freaking popped.
I have another one on. I think that should...
Yeah, this one should do it. Okay, let's try that again. This is the moment of truth right here. We're coming up on this area over here was really tight on fall. Everything is coming down this way and we got a little fall coming out, but so far it looks like it's all running off right there. I took the level out there while we were pouring and I wanted to make sure it was all going off. This over here is a bigger concern, but so far everything's looking beautiful. So you guys might be wondering why Ricky's standing here with me, and it's because we don't want this hose, this power washer hose, we don't want it touching the concrete. That hose vibrates, you know, I can feel this wand vibrate into my hand, so if you let that hose sit on the concrete, it'll loosen those rocks up and it'll leave a line in the concrete. And I've actually done it plenty of times over the years. So now anytime we're doing exposed, even when you're washing off stamp work, you always got to have somebody keep that hose from laying on the concrete, or else you'll end up having some issues. It'll kind of rattle those rocks loose and you'll see that line in there. And also it'll kind of build sand up right there, and I've even had a situation where the cream and the sand kind of built back up and we overlooked it and had to come back and acid wash it off real good and scrub that spot from the hose off. So keep that in mind. But it's nice doing some Iowa glacial exposed. We do so much Merrimack, it's nice to have a little change. I think this stuff looks really good. I also always like to use the smaller rock that's available because it just gives you a way more consistent finish. You know, there's more rock in the smaller aggregate. You know, you get more, you know, by the pound, there's more pieces of rock than there is with the bigger rock. So when you use a bigger aggregate, it's a little less consistent. Alrighty, everything is all washed off, looking good. Old Robert coming through with the drink. Thank you, sir.
You're recording now?
Yeah.
I'm about to roll out, Rick.
That's all right. You getting more out?
I feel like I did yesterday, but I'm not there to drive myself.
Yeah, that's fine. I understand that.
Go sit down for a moment.
Do it. Thank you. All right, that's a wrap skadoodle. Everything looks pretty good, I'd say, buddy.
Looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks really good. So really happy with the way it turned out. They already pulled all the pins on this thing, and we got very little cleanup to do on this one, so I'm happy with that. We got some dirt on the job next door I'm gonna bring over here and just kind of sprinkle along these sides after we lose what we got here. But everything looks good. This all worked out beautiful, and this rock looks really nice. So we'll go ahead and I'm gonna go over here and see what these guys are doing, see what they got on this drain. Hey Ricky, you can shut my truck off, buddy. And basically I got the whirly birdie thingy, so I'm gonna clean this driveway with that still today, and then power wash that off. And once they get done over there, we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. It's a scorcher again today, so we'll go ahead and get that stuff done, and then I'll show you guys what they got going on here in just a minute. Ooh,
It's been on the past 3 bikes.
dang, that's cool.
Yeah, I've had it since I was a teenager.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
I
Got the
figured I'm gonna
Ozzy
take-
bandana.
I better take it off the bike and put it up.
Oh, Rob getting ready to roll out. Got the old Harley in today. He said this thing rips. He does wheelies down the highway on this thing, rolling Bernies. He does it all.
No.
Yeah.
It'll pull the front wheel, but it won't do no
yeah,
burning.
I bet if you sit back there, it does for sure.
I guarantee you it does then.
Yep, that's a nice bike, Rob.
Thank you, Rick.
You run your GoPro on there every day?
I didn't today because the battery was dead, but
Oh.
usually if I'm riding on the highway, I do. That way if something happens to me,
Yeah, absolutely.
then they can tell.
Well,
Yeah, 107 turned into a 121.
a 121. How many horsepower does this thing got?
Right at 122 horsepower, and I forget the foot-pounds of torque.
Will it pull you up hills?
Oh yeah. It'll pull, like if the old lady was on the back and I dumped the clutch, it's standing straight up.
I have no business being on motorcycles. I got too much of an addiction for speed, man. I try to do crazy stuff on them.
It's hard. I drive like shit.
Yeah.
I'm a bad driver.
I can tell how hard you are on trucks.
Yeah.
All right, Rob, be careful on the way home, man. Have a good weekend.
Sorry, man. Thank you.
All right, later.
Be safe, Jason. You too, buddy.
All right, we're gonna go back here and see how everything's going. This is what we got left for our tear out here. There's probably a little bit more back there in the back, but we have done a number on this yard. I feel like we're not gonna be here a whole lot longer today. It's not bad in the shade, but as soon as you hit this sun, it is no fun. Is that drain gonna work out, JT?
Perfectly. Put it right about where it's at. It'll go right into this T.
Beautiful.
It's low. This is low enough to where we will have some fall on this pipe still, and that's with the drain being, you know, below.
A little below.
Easy,
yeah.
an inch to inch and a half.
So we'll be able to set it basically level over there and then bring it over.
And then we can do even an inch and a half, or you know, whatever we wanted to get a little, since this was all
Cool.
fairly level. This actually was falling back this way, just the slab he's standing on is falling back this way
Right.
a little bit.
Doing all right, J-Dub?
Yeah.
So this is what we're dealing with now. When we came back here today, all this water was here. So all the way around the edge of this pool, we've got water coming out, and we have absolutely no idea why. We didn't hit anything over here, and it's also wet over here. So it's like there's water coming out from underneath this whole pool deck, and we don't know why. This guy over here is also drained down even more, so I have no clue where the water is going out of this thing either. So we got a lot of fun stuff to do on this one. I don't know if it's going out of that. I'm gonna have to get me some dye and see if I can find a leak down in that thing so I can get it all fixed up. So David, I heard them saying that they didn't like the bowl that thing is in. I mean, would it be possible for us to remove that and just pour a pad and set that thing back on it, or no?
They didn't like the bowl it was in?
That's what he said. He said they don't like the white bowl. That's why they want to cover it.
Like the top flat edge. The top flat edge is what he doesn't like.
Right.
So he's thinking, oh, can you cut it off? And well, it's fiberglass, so you can't just cut it off. You need to hold the shovel in the pipe. Yeah, go both ways.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and do
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. You're on.
Got it. So like I was saying, I don't know what's going on with this water up here, but we're just gonna go ahead and let her ride over the weekend and see what happens on Monday. You know, yesterday there was about an inch of water on that piece of tile there, and it does look like it's went down a little bit, but there's no skimmer over here, and there's no jet over here. This thing only has two skimmers. It's got one there and one there, and then it's got that one jet, and that's it. So I have no idea where the heck it would be leaking from, but this is a gunite pool, so not really sure what's going on. But
I think we have a small chunk at the shop.
Yeah, there is definitely a small chunk.
of
Six. We've used every bit of it. Except
Oh, really?
For that little
dang.
piece right there.
And we need a piece for that adapter.
We'll cut something around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's some at the shop.
I know,
I
my
ended
only
up
thought was
Using
that end fitting off
yeah,
and re-gluing
Oh.
that 'cause it was all loose.
nice.
So everything exposed has been pre-glued.
Nice. So now all of the downspout stuff is complete. So if we get any rain over the weekend, I bought a fitting and a cap and an adapter for that. So all the downspout stuff is redone. We'll go ahead and start over here, and I'll show you guys what all we did on these downspouts. Well, I kind of explained yesterday how this whole setup works. Ricky got this one replaced right here that just goes into this 4-inch pipe, and then Dave ended up driving his pins through this one, so Ricky had to fix that too. Somewhere around here it turns into a 6-inch pipe. So this is all down far enough. We got our clean out up there coming on over to this 6-inch pipe, and then it connects over here. We got a new pipe in here. We added a downspout there because they have water coming off of that ceiling, or that roof right there that's dumping down. So I figured that they could at least add another downspout there because there is a ton of roof up there coming into this little gutter. So new 6-inch pipe. This stuff here was all crushed from driving in and out so much, and besides that, it was too high. So it still has fall going everywhere, and it's falling good. So we've got that replaced, looking beautiful. And now this drain right here, originally we were going to put our drain outlet over there and run it out, but it's actually because that 6-inch pipe was too high for us to dump into. But now it's going to work out perfect for this drain to go all the way to the end of this pad, and then this guy here is just going to go right into that 6-inch pipe. So that's all going to work out beautiful. So we're still going to have to get the excavator back here and kind of clean out this little bit of soil that we dug out from this trench, but we're not going to put any dirt back in that trench. I only like to put rock back in those so we can compact it down and there's no settling. So all right, I guess we're gonna go ahead and get cleaned up. J-Dub's going to freaking Florida. Are you going to Florida?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Panama City Beach.
Yep.
So anybody in Panama City Beach recognize the old Dub, just say what's up.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be dressed just like that, so you'll be.
I got fans everywhere, I guess. So.
You know, if you want, Jason, I got a couple nicer button-up shirts still too. You can come get.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll call first.
Yeah.
We're headed to 55, so yeah.
Yeah, you guys can stop by. I mean, I got some fancy blue ones. I don't know if you're into blue.
I'm into. Yeah, they all make me look good.
You know, they do too. I mean, they're pretty nice.
And you know, I like representing.
What's wrong with you, Dave?
You pick your cigarette butts up, okay?
Please. Why are you so sweaty?
Back there, I said, I wish you'd pick your cigarette butts up like you pick arrowheads up. Response.
So you know what I did?
Flipped it at Dave.
Cigarette at him.
JT found a cap.
You did.
Ooh,
Big
look
cap.
at JT. Got a cap.
Yeah.
Capping it off.
That's
Yep.
a good idea you had, JT.
Cap that pipe.
Better than the stupid idea.
Well, everybody, let's all say a big prayer for Rob. This heat's really been taking it out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
You
you're
know.
back home.
Yeah, so his motorcycle ride home is,
Yeah, it's gonna be hot.
it's going to be a hot one. He had an unfortunate situation the other day, and he's got the same exact truck that I have. His truck only has 60,000 miles on it, and it chucked the rods out of it the other day. He said, I thought I had a flat tire. And he looked in his mirror and he seen sparks, and he pulled over, and then all of his oil ran out. And that's a lot of oil because those things hold 15 quarts.
Yeah.
So that's a bummer deal, Rob. We hate that for you, but hopefully it all works out. And don't drive my truck. J-Dub, I hope you have fun.
Thank you, buddy.
All right.
Appreciate that.
Yep. I guess we're gonna get out of here. Rap skadoodle.
Cool. See you.
So-
Thanks for watching, y'all.
Yep. We'll be back tomorrow. JT and I are going to, and Dave, I guess, we're going to get this sidewalk cleaned up, acid washed and sealed. We'll probably do a little dirt work and complete that. And then we've got just some little odds and ends stuff we're going to be taking care of. So JT, nice work.
Yes, sir.
Ricky, good work today, buddy.
Thank you, too.
David,
Yep.
nice work as usual.
Yep.
See you tomorrow.
Oh yeah, bright and early. What time? 6, 7?
Yeah.
6:30?
Yeah.
6:45.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7.
Perfect. Yep.
Yeah, 7.
We'll be at the diner at 6.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. We'll see you guys in a minute.